Good morning. So I'm going to be overseeing today's session, which is on the topic as shown on this slide. I have a couple of slides. Oh, no, I guess I don't. Sorry, I can't speak without slides at this hour. Thank you for coming. The genesis of this workshop was an attention or an awareness of a greater set of issues regarding affordability, accessibility, and other challenges that faced patients who were appropriately prescribed drugs for cancer. There's a number of intersecting forces, a number of intersecting policy issues. We thought it was a topic ripe for a broad discussion around the major topics that we tried to divide up in a sensible way. We're super lucky today in terms of the breadth and expertise of speakers who've agreed to come. The sessions are in your book, which I bring your attention to, are shown here. My only job is to make sure everyone stays on time. Everyone else's job is to elucidate important issues and to challenge you. We welcome questions. We do have a speaker on the phone, and we're also recording the session. It's also being telecast, which means when you do ask questions, and please do, go to the microphones, which I believe are just on the two sides, and please give us your name and your affiliation if you can, and anything else you care to say. But these are, as I said, in your book. The first session is about trends, if you will, on escalating drug prices, consolidation of practices, and so on. And you can see our speakers. For each of the speakers in the back of the book are the bios, so we won't spend a lot of time reintroducing people to you. We have a keynote from Alex Bastian to talk about pricing practices, because you'll see drug prices are a repeating theme here. Right around noon, we're going to have a discussion about paradoxes of cancer drug reimbursement, which are sort of provocative, which Jeff Ward is going to moderate for us. And then in the afternoon at 3 o'clock, we're going to talk about some major value and policy options. And through that, hopefully, we will touch on the sort of frameworks that we could contemplate about moving forward, of course, conditioned on the notion that we might have a problem we want to solve. And that's it. And why are we doing this? This is Steve Brill's magnum opus, 18,000 words on medical bills and why they're killing us. Just a laundry list of headlines and news articles and research studies telling us that we do indeed have a problem. This one, a trial saying, a study showing out-of-pocket costs gets people to stop taking their drugs for CML that work. This is the graph that we publish on our website. I have to plug it because otherwise they won't pay for my expenses to travel down here. This is the price at introduction, all normalized to the same year of dollars of every cancer drug since the beginning of the Medicare program based on its first indicated dose and treated for a standard-sized adult. We had to rescale this recently. It's now on a log axis on the Y scale. Usually elicits more of a laugh, but it's early in the morning. Of course, it's not really funny, right? This is a serious problem. And so just to make sure everyone's woken up, here's your quiz. Shown on this slide are two drugs and the information from their FDA approval. In the left-hand column are the objective response rates for the two drugs. You can see they are about similar. In the next line is the duration of response. They're roughly similar. The next is their side effect profile, which I'd characterize as reasonable, although I could give you some detail. These are both pills. One's given twice per day, one's given once per day. Neither required a randomized trial for the FDA approval. The one on the left required 2 trials, and one on the right required 1. The one on the left required 255 patients, about 100 more patients than the one on the right. The one on the left is the first in class. The next one is a follow-on, or a me too. The one on the left required the company to co-develop with another partner a companion diagnostic that the FDA approved. The one on the right didn't. Which one should cost more? Drug A, right? I think we all agree. Which one costs more? Does everyone know what drugs these are? So these are 2 targeted therapies. This is what we are hoping for in cancer, precision medicine linked to the ALK rearrangement. but this is a sign, if you will, of a problem. I hope we have a good morning. I'm going to call up Barry Fortner in the first panel. Thank you very much for attending.